some more. 2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. Here are the players arriving earlier in the mood for action. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. And a place before we get... Thanks, David. I'm sure that had an impact on Axel's transition to the NBA.
Well, entering the league at least somewhat prepared is a huge advantage. You're just a little more comfortable.
Look to score in the paint.
Yep.
What's the best way, do you think, to blend those two talents?
Trade Ben Simmons. I think that would be the best way. I don't think long term that this is a fit together because he can't shoot. And you can cheat it and you can have him move off screens and you can have him try to establish the fast break and all that stuff. But we saw in the playoffs when everything slows down, they didn't know where to put him on the basketball court. And he basically became Ben Wallace in the mid-2000s, like sending screens for people and rebounding. And for Embiid, I want to surround Embiid with shooters. I want to model a team like almost like Milwaukee did with Giannis. I want somebody who can handle the ball not only in fast break but half court too. And I just don't think they work together. I think there's a ceiling when you have those two guys as your best guys.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to Horford. In the corner, it's Harris. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Shoots. And the 76ers get it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Good. Nice play there from Napier. The 76ers leading by 5. To Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. Man, they are just living at the line.
Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Burke comes in for Simmons. Teague is checked in for Minnesota. And standing over 7 feet, weighing over 250 pounds, it's hard for Embiid to avoid those injuries that plague so many big men, but he in particular seems brittle.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that all the seasons he missed was probably a red flag for that front. It's going to come down to conditioning and us reading a story in August one summer where it's like Joel Embiid has completely changed his body and stopped drinking milkshakes and stopped having 4 meals a day and all this stuff. He actually, I think, is underrated as a great player because if you look at the rim protection stats for him, he is as dominant defensively as he is offensively when he has it going. And he can affect the game even if he's carrying a lot of weight and he's not playing that well. I would love to see him in shape.
3-pointer. Scott pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 6. Inside. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
The defense has nothing for that. O'Quinn using that upper body strength to clear space to the bucket.
Now Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Wiggins. Back to Teague. Pass over Burke. Rebound by the 76ers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
The pass to Covington. The three. That shot off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Out to the right wing. The three. Here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
If you do not put a body on Kyle O'Quinn, you will pay the price because he is a tremendous offensive rebounder.
Outside Teague. A floater. Count the basket. They'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my #1 pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant. 83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems and was just awesome and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first.
Ever.
Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They were tape delaying games back then. We didn't have league pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated. And you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure. Julian Reed's not going to endure.
A shot by Culver. Nobody around. His three-pointers off the mark. Harris drives in. Good. And now a 12-point 76ers lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Trying to get open is Jang. Culver's shot is off.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
76ers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Onlay's checked in.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And here is Burke. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it to O'Quinn. From outside the arc. That shot, no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
We've got Mike Scott. He's out there with Tobias Harris. Trey Burke is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And, Bill, you watch Karl Anthony Towns. He puts up eye-popping numbers. Why hasn't Minnesota had more success during his time in Minneapolis?
So I think that's an organizational thing, not a Karl Anthony Towns thing. You know, especially like the Wiggins contract has been really crippling to them.
Huge.
Going all in on Jimmy Butler, and then that falls apart in a year. And having somebody who was the coach and the GM at the same time, you know, none of that's his fault. I thought the way he played the last two-thirds of last season, he was arguably, other than Embiid, the most potent center we had. I guess Jokic, too. So he was up there numbers-wise.
It's a good conversation, though, isn't it?
But the team isn't winning yet.
Yeah.
And they have to start winning one of these years. He's going to be hitting his mid-20s this year, so it's time.
Burke, the pass to Bolden. He's looking for O'Quinn and finds him. To the left wing. Over to the left wing. This one for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Walden. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Walden's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And you have to be aware of AW at all times, especially when he's aggressively looking to score.
He had a nice open look right there. And the 76ers lead by 17.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Teague gets to Wiggins. Back to Teague. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive. That edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Bill, it was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
Oh, really?
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
idolize?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, I'll do those 2 things
Did
together.
it in high school, I'm assuming?
Yeah, started in high school. I had a big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, I felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I could get paid for this.
Right.
Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29. Yeah.
Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Pass to O'Quinn. Over Towns. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to O'Quinn. Shoots over Towns. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Teague surveying the D. Here's Walden. Banked in off the glass. Walden's got 4 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Philadelphia calls time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to... There's a minute 34 left to play here in the half. Here's Covington. And Embiid with the block. And always as enlightening as you're going to find. Bill, thank you so much for your insights. Always appreciate you joining us. I hope you come back.
I don't want to leave. Why do I have to go? Can I just stay here for the
I'm
rest
reading
of the
this
game?
note, and the note says,
No, I
thank
don't want to
Bill.
go. I'm not leaving.
Hope he comes
No,
back.
I'm staying.
Okay. Well, Doris, you read most reporters, they try to stay impartial. But not Bill Simmons.
I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
Simmons, and the layup falls. Simmons got 12 points in the game.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way. He's still able to complete the play.
Floats one, and the layup is up and in. 14 points for him.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Teague finds Covington. Here's Vonleh. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Culver with the steal. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. Passes to Jang. Now here's Culver. A 23-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Three-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Philadelphia. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back at...
Hey. All eyes on me. All right, nice work out there. I like the attention to detail. I like the hustle. I like the sense of urgency y'all are playing with, all right? Now, I want y'all to put a body on someone constantly, all right? Anytime that ball is up for grabs, put a body on it, all right? Make them feel you. I want these guys to be sick and tired of you by the end of this game, all right? So get physical, push them around. That's how we put them away. All right, bring it in. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jang. Robert Covington comes in for Noah Vonleh. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Napier. That one misses for Simmons.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Wiggins and Covington fill the wings. Walden is out there with Towns, and it's Culver in at the point guard position. Down low, here's Horford, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Teague can't hit.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
O'Quinn, high post. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with L.A.?
Well, when you're LeBron James, perhaps no athlete in the history of the NBA has borne the weight of expectation as much as LeBron. So if there's anything short of a playoff appearance, there's disappointment. But what I would say is, through Christmas Day and his first real injury that he had to endure, LeBron was playing like an MVP. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. I expect them to turn things around in Lakerland this year.
I agree with you, and I agree on your prediction. Here's Harris. Good D by Covington.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Walden kicks to Wiggins. Off target from three-point range.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The pass to Bolden. Just 5 on the clock. Now the dish to Harris. Buries it from three-point range. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Good D by Axel Walden. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Scotty's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. The Timberwolves shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Last season, it seemed like Towns recommitted himself on the defensive end after facing some pretty significant criticism in that department.
You know, he looked like he was playing with a chip on his shoulder defensively. Towns has always had the capability to be a fantastic defender, and I'm really glad that he's focusing on that part of his game as an area to improve.
Well, an ever-diversifying offensive arsenal. Wiggins baits the defender with that little up fake.
This is it. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Towns. That one off the back iron and out. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Ennis out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Trey Burke. Then there's Murray. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Walden the pass to Nate. He kicks to Vonleh. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Culver. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Launches a 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Right side Walden. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up. Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Ennis, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's good, 2 points. 15 points for Jarrett Culver.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Back to Burke with the shot. Buries the jump shot. Walden with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Napier kicks to Walden. Puts it up from 15. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Pass to Murray. And the foul on Jordan Bell. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And here are the 76ers now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what Jordan Bell is so good. He can guard and challenge shots.
Shoots the 3. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Looking to get back on track here. Bell with the block.
Well, you've got that length and athleticism. Put it to good use, Jordan Bell.
Fires from the wing. The shot by Lehman, no good. Philadelphia has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Bell with the block. Okogie inside the three-point line. Money from the wing. Okogie's got his first points of the game. O'Quinn trying to free himself up, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
Back to Murray. Pass to O'Quinn. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Right side Towns takes a 3. They grab their own miss. Lehman makes it off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
That free throw, no good. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Towns. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Well, there's an efficiency with which Karl Anthony Towns can work when he's in the painted area. That is nicely done.
In the corner, Murray with it. Towns with the defensive effort.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Graham, the pass to Towns. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the left side wing. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Over O'Quinn, and again it's Minnesota.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
And the foul on Jordan Bell. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. And there's the pass to Embiid. Feeds to Harris. And Culver pulls it down. Culver's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shot from 12. And it's Walden missing. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris and
so it's Philadelphia now. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate the points they put on.
I know they're appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew. This is...
Che, talk about your defense a little. What helped you lead the team in steals tonight?
I think it came down to us executing our defensive scheme really well. When everyone's in the right spot on D, it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive, knowing your guys got your back. So that's what you guys saw there tonight.
Great. Thanks, Che.
Patty, defense wins games.
You know it.
Hey, Che, we still on for that one-on-one later?
What's up, Vin? Yeah, I'm down. What's up, Pat?
Good to see you.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.